Hello friends, I am Pradeep Singh. I have secured All India rank 93 in UPSC CSE 2018. This video is part of the video series which we have started at Triumph IAS to guide the students in their preparation. And in this video I am going to discuss a very important thing, since now 7 days are left for the UPSC examination, that is on 2nd of June. So now I would like to discuss the strategy for the last 7 days. I will discuss some do's and don'ts, and I will also discuss some kind of mistakes which people often do while preparing in the last days. So the first of all, some students ask me for the sources, that I should tell the sources from where I prepared, but I think in the last 7 days I should not discuss the sources, because I do not think it is as important thing, because in the last 7 days if you are changing your book list, you are changing your source, then it would be very haphazard for you and it can backfire on you. So first of all, I would like to discuss that what all things you should do, or what all things you should pursue in the last 7 days, and what all things all things are there which you should keep in mind while preparing for the examination. The first thing is revision, or better I should say revision or multiple revision. I should say it should be one or two. By that I mean that you should revise the whole subject. For example, if polity is there, then you should revise the whole polity portion for one day. On the second day you can revise economy, on the third day you can revise history, then economy, then environment, then science and technology, and then current affairs. You should revise every day. But if you are revising only once, then you should devote a whole day to one subject. And if you are planning to revise the whole subjects for 2 times, then you can choose or you can manage to revise 2 subjects in a single day. For example, you can choose polity, and I think with polity you can do history. So polity and history can be done in a single day. If you have that capacity, and if you have gone through the multiple revisions, then it would be very easy for you. And if you follow this strategy, that is revising 2 subjects in a single day, then by that in 3 days you will revise 6 subjects, and 6 subjects are there in the UPSC prelims. Then in the next 3 days you would again revise those subjects again for a whole content, and on the last day you can refer to some miscellaneous topics which you have left while preparing for the examination. So I would advise you that plan according to your capacity, that whether you are able to revise the whole subjects for 2 times or single time. If you are preparing if you are planning to revise only once, then your strategy should be different, and if you are planning to revise for 2 times, then your strategy should be different. The second thing is current affairs. Current affairs can be revised, or I think I would advise you that if you have not gone through the current affairs very holistically, then you should not at the last moment refer to some sources which are very exhaustive in nature, and which would utilize your energy, and the time which you can devote to revise the other subjects, you should not give that time to refer to any new source or any new material which are being advised to you. So for example, if you are studying current affairs, then I would advise you that in the last 7 days, every day you should do current affairs related to a single subject. For example, related to economy, if economy's current affairs is there, if you are referring to any PT, for example Insights PT is there, or Vision PT is there, if you are referring to Vision PT for economy, then whole economy PT should be revised in a single day. Or if you have made some notes in some books, in some copies, or in some other subjects, so you can refer to all those notes in a single day. If you have made notes from the test series, then you can refer to that as well. In the third thing, I would like to say that CSET test of previous year must be given on the alternate day. That is, if you are referring or if you have 7 days left, then on the first day if you are giving the test of CSET, then on the alternate day, that is on the third day, you should again give that CSET test of previous year paper. You should start it with 2013 or 14 as convenient with you. So refer to some previous year CSET papers. That would be very good, or I think that would be more than sufficient as far as CSET preparation is concerned. And after CSET, I would like to say that give also some GS previous year paper. You can start with 2014 or 15 paper. You can give 2014 paper on the second day, then 2015 paper on the fourth day, then on the sixth day you can give the 2016 or 17 or 18 paper, whichever is convenient for you. So by this you would have a right mindset. You would see that how UPSC tries to trick you. How UPSC uses some keyword like not, if, only, but, and by that there is a very good possibility that you can mark your answer as wrong if you are not reading that thing, or UPSC gives some hints, give some chances to you, give some opportunity to you that you can find the answer even if you do not know the answer. So by referring to the previous year papers, it would be very good for you, and it would boost your confidence if you are referring to this previous year papers in the last days, because in the actual paper you are sure, it is very sure that you are going to score very good marks, more marks than the test series is concerned. And after that also the most important thing, test series. Here you can choose to give either sectional test or full length test. I would advise you that give full length test and give at least 2 or 3 full length tests in the last 7 days. If you are giving 3 GS previous year papers, if you are solving 3 CSET previous year papers, then you should also solve 2 full length tests of different coachings, whichever coaching is good for you. And after that you can also refer to the test series notes which you have prepared while solving the test series, especially the current affairs portion. While solving the test series we get to know so many new things which you have not covered while preparing for the examination. So whenever you have more if you have made some notes, then you should revise those things in the last days. After solving the test series, also revise the test series notes which you have made. And after that some miscellaneous topics are there. Miscellaneous topics like rivers, national park, biosphere reserve, locations, or reports of any organization, indices. And the 7th thing is also very important, and that is government schemes. For government schemes there are a number of materials available in the market. Shankar IAS is good, Vision IAS is also good, Insights has also launched the government scheme module. You can refer to any one module, any one coaching notes, and you can refer to all the new schemes which have been launched by the government in the recent days, in the last 1 year. Or you can also refer to Vikaspedia. Vikaspedia is also very good website as far as the government initiatives are concerned. But in the last days I think Insights or the Shankar IAS would be good for the government schemes, and that would do the thing for you. And now after that I would like to discuss that how you should do all these things. So you have 7 days. 1 day is equal to 1 subject or 2 subjects. If you are revising 2 subjects in a single day, then 2 subjects, or if you are revising 1 subject in a single day, then 1 subject plus 1 test previous year, CSET or GS as per your wish. I have said that on an alternate day you have to give the test. For example, if you are giving the CSET on the first day, then on the third day you are going to give the CSET of previous year paper. And if you are giving the GS previous year paper on second day, then again on the fourth day you are going to solve some GS previous year paper. Current affairs, so this is 1, this is 2nd, this is 3rd, and if you have some time left with you, then you can afford to solve 1 test series paper. this would take 2 hours, this would take 2 hours. If you are revising one subject in a single day, then you can afford to ignore this. But if you are I mistook here, if you are revising two subjects, then you can ignore this. But if you are revising only one subject, then you should do this as well and this as well. So this is a strategy for one day. And similarly on the second day, the same thing, two subjects, one test, previous year paper and current affairs. Or if you are revising one subject, then one subject plus two tests, that is one previous year paper, one test series and current affairs. And likewise to miscellaneous things also you need to give some time. So manage some time out of this busy schedule and give time to some miscellaneous topics which I have suggested, like government schemes, rivers, locations, national parks, biosphere reserves, reports, indices, and all those things which are very minute. Biomes as well, biomes are also very important. And now at last I would like to say that what things you should avoid in the last days. The first thing which you should avoid is to limit yourself to the resources which you have referred till now. So no new source. No new source should be referred if that thing is not important. For example, if you are referring to government schemes and you have not referred to those things earlier, then you can refer to government schemes. But it should not be the case that for polity you are referring to the DD Basu now and you have read the Lakshmikant already. So that should not be the case. Some minute things can be molded, and that has some flexibility. But for a whole subject, no new source should be allowed now, because you have read all those things multiple times, and you should now revise all those things. Second thing which you should avoid is inadequate sleep. Mold your, or I should say that manage your sleep cycle, and you should be ready to sit in the examination on which the examination starts I think at 9:30 am. So your mind should be ready to sit in the examination at that point of time, and your sleeping cycle must be improved, because I know that the students who prepare for the UPSC examination, they do not go to the bed at right point of time. And even I used to sleep at 6 am or 7 am, but in the last month I improved my sleeping cycle and I used to go on the bed at 12 am or 11 pm, because that is very good and that keeps your mind ready for the examination. The third mistake which you should not do is that you should not give 2 to 3 days to a single subject. My writing is not good, so I am sorry for that, but I think it is comprehensible. So as I said earlier, that you should revise the whole subject in a single day, or you can afford to revise 2 subjects in a single day, but it is very difficult, I know it, and I have experienced it personally. But you should not devote 2 to 3 days to a single subject, even if that subject is very important, even if 20 to 30 questions come from that subject. But then also you should not afford, or you should not do this mistake of devoting 2 to 3 days of last 7 days to a single subject. If you have planned some strategy, if you have some strategy for the last month and you are following that strategy, then that is very good. But if you are following this strategy of last 7 days, and if you are planning to revise all the subjects in the 7 days, then this should not be the mistake, and always plan for the best. And the last thing is confidence. In the last 7 days, or I think in the whole year of preparation, whenever you are preparing for any examination, you must have confidence that you can clear this examination. Never let any negative energy come in your mind, or never let your mind think any negative thing that I would not clear this examination. What if 20 to 30 questions would be asked from environment, I would not be able to solve. If that is happening, or if there would be a worst paper, then that worst paper would be for everyone and not for you solely. And I would advise you that please maintain your calmness, maintain your composure, and maintain some confidence in you that you can clear this examination, because even if you have not revised any single subject, even if you have not given adequate time to current affairs, then also you can clear the examination, provided that you have that confidence, you have that zeal in mind that yes, I have that capacity, I have that ability to clear the examination. And for that only I am advising you that leave everything. You can leave polity, you can leave environment, but you cannot leave confidence. You should have confidence in mind, because by that you would solve the paper very easily, you would mark the questions right and in the right manner, and you would also sail through whatever hurdles which would come in your mind. So always maintain confidence, and at last I would like to wish you all the best. Prepare for